Today in our dance lesson, we're going to learn how to dance dirty. This is a very popular and fun social dance style that is very appropriate for nightclubs, discos, house parties, or any place that you feel that the music moves you to dance in this very expressive way. Now, it's based on many beautiful and sensuous Latin movements, as well as just the playfulness that adults enjoy having on the dance floor. It's important that you feel comfortable moving the way your body moves naturally, as well as learning some of our basic mambo and merengue steps, which is what makes the dirty dancing so much fun and so enjoyable both to do and to look at. Giancarlo is going to help me today to demonstrate the steps that you will enjoy dancing on the dance floor. We start with a very basic transfer of weight. Now we're going to do this together in a separated position and then close together. Again, you must be comfortable with your partner. If you're learning alone, please learn your moves and feel real confident with them so that when you have the opportunity to dance in a social situation, you'll know just what to do. Now, because it is freestyle dancing, there are many different ways to use your body and to express. We will show you some of the basic movements so that you'll have a base to work from. Now, the first thing you're going to do is softly transfer your weight from one foot to the other as the music moves you. Many of our popular rock tunes will just lend themselves naturally to the flow of the music and the flow of the hips. Now, everyone's hips move this way. Some people will feel, oh, I can't move that way. It is not true. It is very easy, very simple, and very basic. The pelvic girdle rolls with you as you relax your knees and your feet across the floor. Now you notice that John and I are dancing on the inside edge of our feet. We'll face you, and you will see this as we go from the inside of one foot to the inside of the other. By doing that, it allows our hips to flow softly from side to side. Now, if we stood very flat on our feet and had no movement in the floor and just moved our hips, it would look rather awkward, and it would not have that very soft, sensuous feeling that you want in the Latin styling of our dirty dancing. So again, feel that the inside edge of the feet are helping your hips to flow side to side. Now we can have a direct sideways movement of the hips flowing under the rib cage, or what we call a figure 8 movement. Now we're going to put our back toward you, so it will be easier for you to practice this movement with us. As you begin to roll from the feet side to side, first the right hip goes up and around, and then the left hip to the side and around. Right hip forward and back, left forward and back. So if you can picture an 8 laying flat, and your hips are curving around and around and around. Now let's just try that with a basic rhythm playing so that we can feel the way the body flows with the beat. Be sure you're on the inside edge of the feet. That's it. Flow. Now let the arms relax. Notice that our shoulders are softly swaying. You want to feel loose and free. Now we're just going to move that figure 8 rhythm around to get a basic sense of freestyle movement. Now we're not making body contact yet. We'll get to that later, but we're just going to feel nice and relaxed with that. If you want to drop a little bit lower, just to feel that beat, swinging the hip, that's it. Just relax, let the hips go, and feel your feet rolling through. Now, as you make contact with your partner, you can put your hand on the man's upper back. He can relax his hands on your hips. Now, we're just letting that flow through side to side. Now, when you feel comfortable with your partner and you can feel that you're moving with him, he can initiate that figure 8 movement. And the lady is trying to relax her hips around the man so that she can feel the direction that his hips are flowing. That's it. Now, if you notice that my left leg is to the outside of John's right leg, it's important that the lady positions herself in that way so that she can comfortably feel the hip movement. That's it. It feels very cozy, very comfortable, and fits so nicely to that rhythm. Now, you can become playful with your partner. Feel his arms, feel his waist. Again, up to how comfortable you are with your partner, how much you know him, and how much he knows you. Very good. That wasn't so hard, was it? And it was lots of fun. Remember, you must feel comfortable with your own body movement to be able to enjoy dancing with someone else. Now, from there, we're going to work a little bit on some hip pulses that you may want to do either with your partner or slightly separated. When you're in a dancing floor and you can open or close yourself to your partner, you need to have more than just one or two movements to do. We're going to work on some basic hip pulses that will be useful to you. As you dance, your hips can pulse backward toward the right, back, back, back. Now notice we have a little rocking action in the hip. I have my left heel lifted, John's left heel. It could be the other way as well. And we're pulsing the hip back, back, back. Now as I'm dancing with my partner, it can be fun to make body contact or to be a little bit apart. I can go down or up and he can do the same. We can do it together, dropping through or up. Now, if I'm facing my partner doing this slight pulse, if John is pulsing down, I'm going to try to match that movement with my hip. From that position, you notice that he's holding me tightly with his right arm. I feel comfortable to then be a little expressive with my upper body and my neck. Now that you've had time to practice your basic hip motion, Giancarlo is going to explain to the men how you lead from one of these motions to the other and how to hold the woman securely so that she can relax her back and show that beautiful arching movement as well as the up and down movement in the leg.
I'm going to start from the number 8 that we have just learned. And directly from here, I'm going to lead Kathy into a circle that she's going to do with her shoulder. And I'm going to do it very slowly at this point, and I'd like you to watch how, this is extremely important for the men, I try not to bring my weight towards Kathy, because if you do, you will fall with your partner in the same direction. So you have to actually counterbalance yourself by giving your partner a strong hold, but letting your weight go in the opposite direction. So then the lady can circle her shoulder any way she wants, free to move even very slowly without having your shoulder following her weight. In that particular case, you can have your weight falling towards your partner. And this is what you want to try to avoid. Now, very slowly, we are going to take it from the number 8. As you can see, we're starting gradually this way. Now I'm going to let my shoulder go slightly back and around, and just let your partner come next to you again in the original position. Now, the rhythm you can use is just simply a full beat, and you can sort of improvise on your own how much time you're going to take to do all this. You can just let your partner do it on her own, and when she's back, you can continue with the number 8, or in this particular case, we are going to do full circles by moving your body more forward and directly back. And then you can continue with number 8. And again, I'm going to lead one more time the circle, and watch how I let my shoulder go in opposite direction without moving it. And here you are.
For the ladies, it's important that you keep your knees slightly bent so that you can keep your balance and keep your hips very close to your partner and trust that he will securely hold you as you go. If you keep your head relaxed and let it roll back, you will appear to have gone much further back in your arch. If, as the lady, I make my legs very straight and keep my back very tense, I will not have a relaxed look, nor will I be able to move very much. So be sure that your knees are relaxed, your left thigh and your right thigh around the man's leg, so that as you go, you let your head and shoulders relax backward so that you can enjoy that movement. As the man is doing the basic step, he can also lead down and up so that we get a little bit of a variation in our level. And again, your arms can change as you drop through and up, going from full circles to your figure 8 circles. You can have lots of fun with that movement. It's important, ladies, that you stay very relaxed and close to the man and follow the natural movement of his body. Now have a little fun practicing that, and we'll be back in a moment.